So 1 minute into the second leg here, and the ball's out on the near touchline, cleared back towards Neymar. Plays it through, looking for Luis Suarez. Good strength there from the Uruguayan as he chips it across towards the back post. And Lionel Messi has the chance to get it back into the danger area, onto his left foot, cross towards goal, and that would have been the perfect start to him.
Yeah, that would have been good for Ruben, but this moment in time, it's still a tall order. The thing is, Oneill can just play with this ball as much as he wants. He can keep a hold of it. He doesn't need to try anything crazy, but it seems as if he's quite happy to go on the attack again.
So it's 6 minutes gone here, still 0-0. Aggregate scoreline is, of course, 6-1. A lethal first leg from Oneill, and it's put through. Still, Ruben, all the pressure, all the possession early doors in this second leg, but he needs the goal. And here it might come, and it's 1-0 to Ruben. Is that the moment where this game changes?
He needs to do that 5 more times. It's the end of the line.
It's a big ask.
It is a very big ask. You know, we thought this would be a close game and still got potential.
It's the perfect start, though, isn't it?
Yeah, if he can get another one here.
That's another chance here. He has gone all out attack, and it's in towards Luis Suarez. This will be one of the greatest ever comebacks if he were to do it. And it's another chance, and we've got a second goal. And look how focused he is.
Very focused and very calm.
2-0, and it's now 6-3. And those celebrations from Oneill at the end of the first leg now look to be something that may be shown time and time again afterwards if he were not to qualify.
I think Oneill needs to concentrate here. He's playing against somebody who knows how to score goals here.
I've just been looking at that close-up again of Ruben. It's just been incredible to watch how focused he looks.
Could be it,
but Luis Suarez has the chance. Big chance. Wide of the target. 30 minutes gone, and we have the early goals here to make this game really dangerous here. It's a dangerous position now for Oneill because, like we said, he almost was in the final, and it seems to have come back to bite him in the bum as the ball gets played up towards the danger area, but cleared away only as far as Iniesta.
The thing is here, Oneill can play as passively as he wants. He doesn't need to necessarily attack like he is doing. I mean, if he can get another goal, it's obviously going to help him, but
do you think by sitting back it's going to cause him problems, though?
It could cause him problems, but at the same time, if he attacks this much, then this is going to allow chances for Ruben to push on forward and try and counteract that. But, you know, Oneill, he doesn't need to attack with all these players. He can sit back, pass.
Well, like you're saying, it was interesting watching his formation at the start because he didn't really change. He kept the same sort of formation, the same tactics, whereas really, if he just sort of parked the, excuse the old expression, parked the bus, he might have already been through by now.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, I suppose 6-1 in the last game.
You could look at it like that.
But he needs to play it the same way as he has been playing.
Maybe it's the fate coming back. Maybe the all-Spanish final is still just on the cards, hanging by a thread as the ball gets played through. A third goal here could make things very interesting.
See, that's what we said again about Ruben rushing that last pass.
Yeah, it was a rush pass.
I think, yes, he needs to make 3 goals in this game. 3 more goals, I should say, without conceding. But in that position, he could have ran that one forward and tried something else, but he's on the attack again.
It's another chance here, ball over the top, this time for Ruben, crosses in towards the end. What I will say is that Oneill, in the first leg, was, he was using that ball over the top a lot. He's not used it once yet, so maybe that's possibly where he's going wrong. Maybe he needs to start going back to the tactics that got him the 6-1 lead in the first place.
I think he hasn't really had so much of an opportunity to do so. He's been put under the cosh here by Ruben, but Oneill trying to do something with that. And it's going to be pushed out again by Ruben. Neymar on the attack.
So half an hour gone here in the second leg. 6-3 on aggregate, but remember, those 2 early goals have, it's caused a bit of unrest in the Oneill camp. There's a few signs of a creaking door, possibly, as Ruben looks to force that open as Lionel Messi plays it in towards Neymar. Now finds Vidal on the halfway line, back towards Iniesta. Good possession now from Oneill. Do you think he'll utilise this going forward?
Well, that's the thing. We haven't really seen him do much of that. He's quite happy to just play a normal game. Not really. I don't think that he's really formulating a plan, and I think he feels that he doesn't need to because of the lead that he does have. Ruben a little bit frustrated with that player there, not quite able to pick the pass
again,
that
like you were mentioning, it is that final ball that's letting him down. He's got lovely, intricate one-touch football, but then that final pass or shot is just a little bit rushed. He doesn't need to. There is still time.
And there's definitely still time for Oneill.
Punched away by the goalkeeper, and it's another chance for Oneill to seal this tie.
Ball's put in. Is going to be cleared away. A Wales? A Wales.
Cleared a Wales. We are going to Wales
for
Cardiff.
That's what I was going for.
Hashtag road to Cardiff. Remember, if you are on Twitter and you want to send us a tweet, obviously at Pez League, you can hashtag Road to Cardiff is the one that we're going to be using as we approach the finals. Of course, the ball is played out towards the far touchline. It's gone out of play, and it will be a corner kick and another chance to get into the danger. And a third goal just before half-time could make things incredibly interesting.
Well, they're still alive here for Ruben. Is he going to be able to put this one in?
Put into the danger, headed away by PK. He's going to need PK, isn't he, in the second half here, Oneill, to keep things quiet.
Well, Ruben's still pushing as we do go into the last minute of the first half. And he's not going to have much more of an opportunity this time now. It's going to be whipped in though, it's going to keep it alive, but surely that is now going to be half-time. And you know, Ruben's caught up a little bit, but I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, so we are 2-0 to the good for Ruben from Spain, but of course on aggregate he is losing by 6 goals to 3. Of course, the first leg finishing 6-1. What I have been impressed with Oneill again is the fact that he conceded those first 2 early goals, but he managed to close those doors, and it's still 2-0 at half-time and still 6-3 on aggregate, so he's still got a bit of a head start.
Well, changes coming in anyway, and we can see Ruben is going well and truly on the attack. He's going to have a Mascherano up there. And obviously, that's is he going to change things around? Obviously, yeah, that's what he is, yeah. And the change does come in.
So he's gone for a 4-strike force of Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, Neymar and co. Because I'm not sure who he's going to choose there. But of course, we have got the 4 players. Iniesta just in the hole behind, the number 10 position. And we are just waiting for that final few changes before we start the second half in this second leg. What's going to happen and what's going to be the score?
I think at this point, I think he's going to go all out for it. And I just think that
Sucker punch.
O'Neill's going to come back with a counter-attack, and 1 goal will seal this one completely.
So you think it's going to finish 2-1 in this second leg?
And no, I think Ruben might get another one back, but at this moment in time, I think it's going to be very hard for Oneill not to score again with the amount of pressure that Ruben's going to have to put on.
So the old cliche again, the next goal is all crucial. If he were to score, Ruben, then you would start to feel the panic around the Netherlands camp as it's in towards Luis Suarez, and that would have sealed it. That was the goal he needed, Oneill, but it's wide of the post, and we are still alive. I don't know why it took me so long to actually finish that sentence. But,
are you sure you're alive?
I'm not alive. This game is alive. Luis Suarez finds Rakitic. Forward towards Lionel Messi. Now finds Iniesta. What's going to happen on this attack?
There's nobody defending here. It's actually going to take Neymar to come all the way back. Rakitic wins that one. City does get that one away, and this could be a potential counter-attack here for Ruben.
Now this is the moment that he needs to take advantage of in these sort of positions. It's into the danger area. Good defending again, but still in the penalty area. Hacked away again up towards Luis Suarez. And it seems to me that Oneill has managed to sort of work out the attacks from Ruben. That's almost a mistake. It almost allowed Neymar in, but like I was saying, it seems that he's sort of, after those first 2 goals in the early stages, he seems to have realised where he was going wrong, and he shut up shop, and we've had no goal since.
Well, see, Ruben is trying. Again, it just seems a little bit rushed. It's like he doesn't really have a plan. He's just piling everyone forward. And let's see if he can get anything with this attack here. It's a good ball in. Not quite going to be enough, though. And he's actually going to go for a corner.
Lionel Messi to take the corner. Whipped into the danger area. Headed away by PK.
This is the
chance for Neymar. This is the counter-attack that you were talking about. It's 3-on-1 if he can get the pass away. He sidesteps the challenge. Now finds Rakitic. You feel that the counter-attacking opportunity has just gone. But again, he doesn't need to attack. Still he goes forwards through Luis Suarez. Cuts inside, right foot in towards Lionel Messi, onto Iniesta, chance to go through to the final surely, and he shanked it wide of the target.
You've got to think he's got to be more clinical in that position. I mean, we can see he's laughing.
He's laughing to himself, he knows that was a big chance.
He does indeed, and is there going to be more attacking changes made from the side of the Spanish player, Ruben? Adel Turan is coming on. And rightly so.
So he's now going with a 5-strike force. Never seen before in the Pez League from what I've seen. Someone must have done it surely, but this is real hell for leather now. He's going all out. You may as well make it all 10 up top. And see
you
what
might as
happens.
well at this point. I mean, what's he got to lose? You know, he needs to go through. He's already pretty far down.
You feel now, surely on the counter-attack, Oneill can just have that killer blow because he's just left so many players out of position now as he searches for a way back into this match, as the light is almost completely gone here in the Nou Camp. The lights are on, the heaters are still on the pitch.
God, I wish we had one of them up here.
Starting to get a little bit chilly again. The red face is starting to slowly die away, I feel.
We'll put the
No,
heaters back
it
on.
still feels pretty warm. I'm radiating from my face, but nowhere else, as the ball gets played out of play for a throw on the touchline. 25 minutes remaining. Tun, can he do it? I don't know why I keep calling you Tun, but that's not your name.
It's very well pronounced, isn't it?
Right. Okay. I'll just call you...
Call me what you like, baby.
Steve instead.
Steve.
Hey, Steve. Anyway, back to the game for that.
Chris, yeah.
Or your real name, which is Chris, of course. I don't know why Steve came into my head.
Anyway.
Iniesta on the right-hand side. Played it back towards Rakitic. Now through towards Vidal. Chance
fantastic.
to play to Luis Suarez. Hacked away. Still in the danger area. Pinball inside the box. And Luis Suarez thrashes it wide of the target. Massive chance to win the game, surely. And a shake in the head from Oneill.
There's not long to go now, and it would take a minor miracle for Ruben to get back into this one, but I think those are the chances that Oneill probably would have taken in the first leg.
I think we'll have to leave it down to fate now to see whether he can come back into this one.
Trust you. Leaving it down to fate. Is Iniesta playing on this right-hand side, just wasting time here now, waiting the rest of his team to come in. It's Neymar surely to finish this.
Oh, how on
Messi
earth
is
has
inches away.
Lionel Messi missed that? It was there, right in front of his laces, and he just slipped at the vital moment. But still, we're 6-3 in the favour of Oneill. Still got that aggregate scoreline win, even though he is losing at the moment by 2-0. And a case of that period in that first leg when it went from 2-1 to 5-1 in the blink of an eye. A couple of lethal finishes from Luis Suarez, which has swayed this in Oneill favour, has really caused the damage, hasn't it?
It has.
Chris,
I think
Steve, turn.
Thanks. it really has. I think it's been one of those things where Ruben just switched off for maybe a few minutes, and then it's caused him so many problems. Oneill has punished him. Hasn't punished him anymore, but he didn't need to, and that's a wonderful ball through to Iniesta.
Shades of Beckham to Varane in their Manchester United days, that. As Neymar picks the ball up and plays it out towards his left-hand side, finds Lionel Messi. Now Neymar back towards Rakitic, plays it out towards Iniesta. There's numbers. Oh, we did say due to all the players forwards for Ruben, he was going to get caught on the counter-attack. This is what's been happening in the last few minutes, and surely they have the numbers to score here, but somehow it's hacked away.
Just about hacked away, and Ruben has plenty of players forward, but he needs players back to actually win that ball. The sliding tackles are coming in here now as well. He needs to do something very, very quickly.
Towards Neymar. He had 4 over the back post, didn't use any of them, and again, that cheeky chip at the near post, and the goalkeeper was stretched up with his left hand, and he was clutching at thin air. It just dropped into the back of the net, and it's all over, isn't it?
7-3 on aggregate now, with 4 minutes game time remaining, and it's going to not be that Spanish final that you thought.
I'm not going to say anything because I've basically got my prediction for the 16th time today completely spectacularly wrong. So whoever I pick in the final to win will lose.
Oh, well,
as the ball gets played in, is that just a mere consolation for Ruben? I feel for him because he's been really, really good in this second leg, and just gave himself too much to do in the first.
Well, he's going to have to play against Lutty in that third place playoff, but you know,
still some extra money at stake as well.
Yeah, exactly. And he does
still
have
going
that,
to Cardiff as well.
He still does have that place in Wales, which is the main prize, and it's not often you say that a trip to Wales is the biggest prize here.
Again,
but of course it is.
Again, I'm going to swerve away from answering that one in case, of course, people from Wales are watching this, which I'm sure they are. As Lionel Messi tries a shot, and it's into the bottom corner, and Oneill has scored again. And how many goals has he scored that have been truly spectacular, Chris Stevenson?
Chris Steve, I thought it was Christine that was coming out there.
I can call you Christine as well. We can make it the 4th name of the day, if you so wish, as Oneill puts his hands on his head. He's not even holding his controller anymore because it is full time, and all over in the second semi-final, and we have a Spanish-Dutch final.